Hello all, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with Unit 11, Mmpc 007, that is Long Business Correspondence. So let's see the objectives of this chapter. After studying this unit, you should be able to understand how to draft business reports and understand how to draft effective business proposals, differentiate between a business report and a business proposal. And structure of this unit, there is an introduction part, concept of a report and type of business report, characteristics of a good report, preparing the report, organization of a report, component of letter text and combination form of report, research report and a technical report, business proposal, components of a business proposal, persuasive proposal, difference between business report and business proposal, summary, keyword section are there, and self assessment questions also there. And introduction. So let's begin with the introduction part. Every business operates in dynamic market conditions, and the market forces are very versatile, and these things impact the function of the business. So this is the reason why every organization frequently take an effort to understand the market forces. At the same time, every organization is affected by internal forces like less productivity of the employee or high attritions, right? And all these forces have to be analyzed, and then they have to be effectively presented in the form of reports, and the business reports address all the internal and external causes which the business may be facing. The reports have specific format and specific style of presentation so that it is easy for all the readers to comprehend. And every organization need to expand its business, and the information about new products and services have to be communicated to all the customers, and business proposals have become important tools of connection with the customers. All the nuances of business reports and business proposal have been covered in this unit. Concept of report. Report is a formal document which scientifically described any new phenomenon, new observation and insights, and presents them in a logical manner in order to deduce important information out of it. And a different type of reports are prepared all over the year in every organization. The frequency of reports may differ as per the nature and needs and systems of an organization. Some reports may be prepared daily, some reports may be presented weekly or even once in a month, twice in a year, etc. And example, a territory sale officer has to prepare a monthly sales target report and send it to his or her regional sales manager, mentioning the sales volume of each and every product of his or her organization in his or her territory or region. And a publication firm interested in introducing into market a new series of books can ask for a report on the latest preference about the readers. And importance of report, the decision cannot be taken randomly in any organization. Every decision has small term and long term consequences and involves cost. Thus reports play a crucial role in orienting the decision making in an organization. The findings of the report create a logical base so that the right decisions can be taken at the right time. The decisions can be taken at an area level, state level, or at country level, and even at the internal level, as the reports act as substantial benchmark in the decision making process. Next is types of business reports. There is informal report and formal reports. In informal reports, an informal report may not be specifically prepared as per the rules and permanent obligation and protocols of the organization. These reports do not have a fixed format, and these reports are usually shorter in length as compared to formal reports. Trip reports, email, conference reports, memos are usually some examples of these reports. And formal reports, a formal report that is prepared as per the set protocols, format, and as per the rules and regulations of the organization are generally the formal report. Formal reports can be statutory or non statutory, and a report prepared and presented as per the rules and regulations as per the requirement of any law comes under the purview of statutory report. The executive director's report at the annual general meeting, annual written report, and auditor's report are some of the example of statutory report. Non statutory reports are prepared to assist the top management of the organization and facilitate them in the decision making process, but these reports do not fall under any law. For example, report of any committee to the top management, report of any individual executive officer, manager to the organization, etc. On the basis of the frequency of the issue, a report can be periodic or special, and periodic or routine report are drafted as per specific frequencies of time. They may be drafted hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, or once in a year. And special report are drafted on special request or need of the organization, and they target very specific and focused areas. For example, the decline in the sales of X dolls in Japan. The report investigated the reason behind the drop in the sale. So, some reasons like the physical attribute of the doll did not match with the Japanese women per se, and X dolls portray physical attribute more of American girls like tall height and sharp features and broad eyes. Next is characteristics of a good report. So there is some characteristics. One is precision. Precision means to be laser focused and only present those facts in the report which are relevant. This means the writer has to be very clear about the purpose of the report. And accuracy of fact. The reliability of the report lies in its accuracy, and any fake information can ruin the decision making process of the organization. Genuine, authentic reports are vital, as many a time financial decisions are also based upon the findings of the reports. Next is relevance. During the course of report, the preparation, course of report preparation, the researcher come across information which may not be relevant as per the subject of the report, and some writers are very tempted to mention all the report findings, even in the irrelevant ones, as they feel that it would make a detailed report. Reader orientation. The report should be made in alignment with the taste, preference of the reader, and the purpose of the report will be incomplete if the reader are not able to connect to the report. And objectivity of recommendations. Prejudices, thought process, biased approach, and preoccupied thoughts will tarnish the sanctity of the report, and the recommendation should be free from all these things and should maintain an unbiased tone. Simple and comprehensible language, clarity, simplicity, and readability are key characteristics of a report. It is a kind of scientific document which is pragmatic in nature. Next is clarity. Ambiguous reports are of no use, and the tone of the report must be clear and comprehensible. The report should not have long paragraphs but should have well articulated short paragraphs with the titles which will make the report more comprehensible to the reader. And brevity. A report should be brief and crisp, but it should not compromise in its expression. If the report is addressing any in depth analysis of something, then the proper expression has to be respected. One must always do an analysis of the content which can be included or removed from the report. And grammatical accuracy, grammatical competence is one of the basic requisite of a good report, and grammatical errors not only degrade the image of the writer but also degrade the image of the organization. One can say that a good report should be precise and brief, accurate, factually and grammatically relevant, reader oriented, and objective, clear and unambiguous. Next is preparing the report. Let us now explore the logical flow in which the report preparation should be approached, and the methodical and way while preparing the report save time and effort and focuses the attention of the writer in the right way. The following steps can be beneficial while preparing a report. Identify the source of information, take notes, meticulous analysis of the data, and prepare an outline and draft the report. Identifying the sources of information. Content is distributed in journals, magazine reports, and in many other sources due to the scarcity of time. The researcher cannot go through all the sources of information. She or he has to apply his or her mind and filter out the irrelevant sources of information. And she or he has to pick those sources that can give accurate, speedy, and relevant information. Taking notes. In the course of report making, the writer has to keep on taking notes so that any type of vital information should not be missed. Taking notes actually help the writer to visualize which type of content is relevant or which type of content has to be rejected. And analyzing the data, this is crucial part of the report writing process. Right tools of analysis has to be used, and today with the help of various statistical tools, the data can be logically and analyzed, but the writer of the report should have the awareness and understanding to choose the right tools for analysis and interpret it correctly. And making an outline, once the blueprint of the report has taken shape in the writer's mind, the writer can systematically infer the flow and tune in which the report work has to be drafted. Writing the report, the rough draft should be revised and polished by the and again. The writer should also be careful that the language of the report is simple, free from grammatical errors, and should contain relevant facts with the authentic data. And organization of report, there are three ways in which the report can be organized. These are letter form, memorandum form, letter text combination form. So letter form, in the letter form, the report writing, the title, date, address, salutation, the body, complimentary clause, and signature are all mentioned. The body of the letter can be further divided into the following parts, that is an introduction, what is the purpose of the report and why is the report needed and what is the problem area in hand, and the answers to all these questions should be covered in the introduction part. And there is next is findings. The next few paragraph present the findings of the investigation. Next is recommendations. This is the most vital part of the report as it gives a bird's eye view about the suggestions and recommendations which are to be incorporated in the near future. Memorandum form. The simplest way to draft a report is the memorandum style of writing, and the date is mentioned at the top and it is followed by the name of the person to whom the report is addressed, the name of the writer, and the subject of the report. So here is an example of memorandum. Date, there is to, from, subject, report content. Large business houses have different type of printed forms to send reports. And the next is letter text combination form. Long reports are usually written in the letter text combination form. A complete report in this form includes three major parts: introductory part, body of the report, and agenda. And it is not essential that the report contain all these parts. Long reports containing most of these parts are generally submitted in book form. Next is component of letter text combination form of reports. Let us now discuss different components of letter text combination forms. So the complete outline of such a report is as follows. So there is an introductory part. In introductory part, there is letter of transmittal or letter of presentation, title page, table of content, list of illustration, and abstract and summary of that letter content. And body of the report, the introduction is there, discussion or description, conclusion, and recommendations. An addenda is list of reference, bibliography, glossary, appendices, and index is there. An introductory part, letter of transmittal or letter of presentation. A letter of transmittal is a formal letter written to transmit the report from the writer to the reader. It includes details like providing a permanent record of transfer and highlighting the data on which the report was submitted and mentioning the name and position of the writer of the report and stating when the by whom the report was authorized. There is title page, table of content is there, list of illustration, and the summary or abstract is there. Body of the report. So the introduction is the first part of the body of the report, and it includes the following items. There is authorization of the report, theoretical and technical background and scope of study with a clear description of the limitations, methods of collecting data and mention of primary and secondary sources of data, definition of special term if needed. There is next is addenda. There is list of references is there. The works cited in the text are either credited in footnotes of the page on which they are cited or mentioned together in the list of reference. And some writers also mention the reference in the footnotes if the number of search reference is not too much. And bibliography, glossary and appendices, index signature is there. So activity 1 is based on this. You just try to do it, and the next session we will discuss on next video. If you have any doubts, you just contact us anytime through our contact number, or you can comment it on our comment box. For more MBA videos, you just do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.
i-tutor Academy presents Ignou Mba complete syllabus coverage classes for individual students, semester-wise subject with online and flexible timing. For more details, contact on +916 238 21785.